Okay. What have we learned thus far?
What do you mean?
What have we learned about Yuri?
About Yuri?
Yeah.
That she has a weird hobby?
She has weird
and
hobbies.
Big boobs?
She has weird hobbies. She's embarrassed about literally everything. She's
Yeah.
embarrassed and anxious about every single little thing.
Yeah.
And Monica wants us to load her. We don't know anything different.
Monica seems more jealous of Yuri than she did of...
Natsuki?
Yeah. I don't really
Yeah, she,
know particularly why that would be.
The walking out of the room thing.
Yeah.
Seemed like a weird confrontation. But, I think it's... I feel like the moment where... The moment where we were feeding Yuri chocolate was more intense and more romantic than the getting books out of the closet with Natsuki. And so when she was like, it's time to share poems, it felt like we were being pulled away from something more intense. Let's write a poem. I don't know what that word is. Existence. Incongruent.
Let's go, girl.
Oh man, I'm late again. See you later. Okay, so this is when Sayori's sad. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Oh god. She's staring at me. And now we're about to have the day 3 Yuri talk. I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice urine peering at me from over her book. Suddenly, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How would you even tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything.
You were.
I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
Good lord.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much? Humphrietta. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries about every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside of her head.
And by don't always, we mean never.
And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Oh. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person if you liked her. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. But I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is.
What it is. That's literally like the least comforting thing.
Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, now that you've insulted me, I don't feel like doing it. As long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Dots. Okay, everyone. Time to look at poems. Unless they're not Suki, so that she'll hate me again. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
You didn't even... Next!
What a savage.
Let's have the sad talk. Seems like I feel bad. I'm gonna go home for the day.
Hi, I'm Frietta. Have you thought about what you want to submit at the festival?
Nope.
Your style's gotten so refined. Oh, Jesus! Oh, my Lanta.
Your style's gotten so refried, Frietta.
Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I notice everything. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's literally the truth.
It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure he doesn't spend all day alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, it could be all your fault. Then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Oh no.
Anyway,
I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
One about the lady who knows everything. What?
The lady who knows everything, eh? Okay. They might as well just made her say, "Hello, I am the game." Weirdo. Of course she's the game. She's perfect. She does everything. She knows everything. She does everything. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this weird meta game. What is this? We're not even like halfway done yet.
We're not. I'm Frietta. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong thing to put it. I've just been picking words.
I was gonna say, we've just been clicking on words.
This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. That's so. Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this.
Aww.
I remember you mentioning that like yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly.
Oh no.
Come Frietta, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that?
Why don't the club people eat with her?
Maybe they have lunch at a different time. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, it's one way to put it anyways. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know,
But we're not looking at it that way, Yuri.
And those friends don't laugh at me. Oh,
no!
God.
No! Why did they laugh at you? Why would they laugh at her?
They make fun of...
She's done nothing wrong.
They make fun of Natsuki. They laugh at her.
Who is this? Who are these people laughing at these girls?
I don't know.
I'm gonna fight them.
I think it's just everyone else.
I'm gonna fight them.
They don't tease me for spacing out all the time.
Haha, look at you, you're mentally unwell.
They don't make
Jesus.
fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
I'm so sad.
People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Humphrietta. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Humphrietta. I speak too slowly, second-guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
Oh.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping that I would make friends, and I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you.
I didn't even realize that we had it. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber glow flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
This is like the poem about you. Like, Because You from Natsuki.
Yeah.
We made her stop flickering. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
It's yours!
You dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Also, this clearly isn't the poem that Natsuki said she wrote about, meaning I'm probably the only one she's showing this to. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips.
It's cute.
I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
You gotta be ready to hang out with, helping my girl Yuri.
Helping her out with the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, So you'll be helping Yuri then, Humphrietta?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, you will be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell.
Everyone tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour.
Imagine if Monica actually just said that.
So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose that I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Humphrietta?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. What a non-answer.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me?
Look at how sad she
I
looks.
know. No one's yelling at you. I'm sorry. I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Humphrietta picked me. And also,
Why? You don't need to apologize.
Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I can do for the event can compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know that I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words.
I can't tell Monica is.
She just has that deep green eyes staring right into my soul, and her smile. She's gonna kill me. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this.
Huh?
You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone disappears.
Everyone vanishes. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Almost left without getting your number, too. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? Oh, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. Not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Humprieta. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Well, dang.
Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Jesus. You're forgetting the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you.
Oh, yeah.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah. I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door, and Yuri follows. Is this the chance something happened? Making? Or is it too early? Only time will know. But until then, I won't be able to not think about... It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. She doesn't use emojis as much as Natsuki, but still. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori. Let's go talk to her about her depression. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a bit of a moment of panic. Yuri?
No.
Look at that outfit.
I am.
Her pants look...
very fake.
Yeah.
I like the sweater, though.
I think it's because they knew it was going to be behind the box, so they didn't draw it as well.
Well, we're checking everything, Doki Doki Literature Club.
Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the door. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. I brought many items for our crafts. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? No. I take Yuri to my room. I have many books for someone who does not read very much.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. What is this?
The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No, not really. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. I don't want you to clean my room. Wait, don't look in my drawers! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It has all of my pornography in it. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist.
What's in your drawer, sir?
I don't know. She
the
puts
crack cocaine?
She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, that was weird. Should we get started? Yes. I have a thing planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? Yes. You know. Mood lighting. Aromatherapy candles.
The whole nine.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't know you had planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. What's that supposed to mean?
Why on earth would you just say that?
Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation.
Like
I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see.
What do you say like that?
I don't know. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. It's some candles and a bong.
Oh yeah.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think it would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be super neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are with
essential oils like THC oil and marijuana? Am I right? You said it was a bong.
I know.
Let me run with the joke, okay?
How familiar are you with aromatherapy? I don't know anything about smells. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, it's more weed stuff. You can change the mood for the air itself. You can even make it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells lovely. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells like a sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. Your whole body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poem? It does sound pretty suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? We're going to be making tons of little cranes. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper... we won't be using the paper for folding. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 different papers. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbon to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? We'll also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Why do you hate me? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense.
Oh no.
As you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us?
It's a jasmine.
Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something important that she enjoys. Okay, I totally messed up that line. Here's a marker, Humphrietta. You can write any characters you want. Even me. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of wave attached to it.
Attached.
The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife.
That's an advanced pocket knife.
Well,
she likes knives.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away.
Oh no.
What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
The
They're just
horror.
so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
Lots of people like knives.
You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing.
So you're laughing at her?
Yes. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri plunges it into my shoulder.
Yeah, you'll check it out.
Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands.
And the safety rule.
It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? The knife store? Curious of my sharpness, I stab myself with it. Ow! Frietta, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
I should have warned you how sharp it was.
It's a freaking knife.
This knife is extremely sharp.
Hey, it's a knife. If you stab yourself with it, it might hurt. Wow.
It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri licks my finger.
That's so weird! What the heck? See, now I'm judging you. Now it's weird. It was fine, and now you're a freaking vampire. We were almost there. You can't just lick people. You can't just lick people's wounds. You can't just feast on people's wounds. Come on, man.
I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh. Please forgive me. That was very odd. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
I bet.
How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help.
No.
Right?
No, that's
Yuri,
not what this was.
I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her nice finger.
What is happening? What is this? God, I thought it was weird when, like, Natsuki was over here and we were, like, licking people's fingers, but jeez.
Well, that had food on it.
I know, but... What is this? Blood is her food. She's a vampire.
Did you really just do that? Now we're even.
Except we're not, because she sucked blood off of your finger.
Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for this... If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
I love that they threw that in there.
You're so weird, Humprietta.
Are you sure? Are you for real right now?
Yuri giggles shyly.
Me too.
Yuri calling me weird?
Yes.
I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually.
Please go wash your finger.
It was just a tiny cut. See, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted because we're both weirdos. We each resume our respective activities. You don't do that to someone who you've known for 4 days.
Yeah.
You don't lick their finger. You don't lick the blood off their finger. That needs to be you need to be very close to someone to feast upon their insides.
Definitely.
But you know,
excuse me.
Yuri's a little intense, you know.
Yeah. There you go. That's it.
I watch Yuri's knife cut through a ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper.
What an odd duck.
After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we'll lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really.
She got it off Pinterest.
Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was paint tablets. As I just said. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. I go get 6 cups of water. As mentioned previously twice. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me as she takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. That's neat. Once it dries, we'll write an inspirational quote across the banner.
I don't know what, but something.
We can hang it on the wall, behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush to add a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. Kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. I can lick blood off people's fingers and paint banners. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. That introversion. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way with things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab the unused paintbrush. I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Gah! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. That's why I yelled Kya. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's a little droplet of paint's on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yes.
Little droplets of paint.
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Aw.
She looks so defeated.
Here, I pat Yuri's face and neck down with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it to be hot. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. For a little bit longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists send a tingling sensation down through my arm, and suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago.
What if it, like, just she zoomed in on the monitor?
That'd be terrifying.
I know.
Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. You've been spacing out a lot today. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. We're gonna add the lettering now? Nah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Okay. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I hated my time. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Gotta go feast on some blood.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have some extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping that there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely got the opportunity to spend it with friends in a relaxed environment.
It was very relaxing thanks to that Jasmine, you know what I'm saying?
But that doesn't mean that this is the last time this can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I was glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as you wanted, but because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Henrietta. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to. As Yuri suddenly pulls back. Is it Sayori?
I love the little jump.
Yeah. Hi, Humphrietta. Sayori. Just right now, we weren't.
It's okay, Humphrietta. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams. Oh. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Oh man.
Yep. Time to load up Sayori. Unless you would like to take a break. It's been 2 hours.
Why? It really doesn't feel like we play for that long.
We do. You want to take a break?
Yeah, I think so.